This is the ID.BUZZ Pro Edition, candy white together with baby leaf green, and I have my green shirt on. I hope it matches. I did my best. So this video is about the 5 good and 5 bad things about the ID.BUZZ. Welcome to It's Only Electric. This is the channel where I only review fully electric cars. So let's start with my list of 5 bad things, but hey, don't forget to watch the good things too. So watch the whole video and let us have a good discussion in the comments below. So bad thing number 1, and that's actually the battery size. I mean, it has the same battery as the big battery pack in the other ID cars, 82 kilowatt hours of gross capacity and 77 kilowatt hours of usable net capacity. That's not a small battery as such, but for this size of a car, I mean, look at the front. This is not a car with a low CD value. It has a high drag coefficient and it consumes energy because it's not optimized for airflow. So the bad aerodynamics together with a normal sized battery gives the car up to 422 kilometers of VLTP range. With the 21-inch wheels, only 408. I mean, this car should at least have 500 kilometers for you to like feel safe when traveling. I mean, you need some range, and this is a road trip car, so you don't want to charge it all the time. So I hope that Volkswagen introduces the new powertrain and battery pack as in the ID.7 for the ID.BUZZ next year, hopefully. That will at least give us 50 or 60 kilometers of extra range. I think even more, maybe up to 100 kilometers extra with that powertrain, because it's more efficient. It has a battery pack that's almost 10 kilowatt hours bigger. So that will be a perfect match for this car. Let's move on and look at the second thing on my list. This is a 5-seater. As you see, only 2 rows, very spacious row, and a lot of space in the boot. And that means that it is possible to put an extra third row at the back. This car is actually designed for being a 6 or 7-seater, and I think that's actually where this car could shine. But currently there is no 6 or 7-seater available. It's only this 5-seater version, and the cargo version, as it sounds, is just for cargo, so that's only 1 row. This is the perfect car for a 7-seat setup. So I really hope that Volkswagen introduces that very soon, because there is very clear traces of preparation for the third row. You see the armrests, for instance. So let's move on to the next bad thing on my list, and that's actually the sound system. 14 speakers, 7 in the front, 4 in the back row, and 3 in the boot. So a lot of speakers, but it's a lot of small speakers, so it's hard to do a good sounding sound system. It's a really big volume, so you need big elements to create a big and full-bodied sound. The highs and mediums sounds fairly good, but the bass is a bit lacking. Doesn't really fill and give you that punch. So when you crank up the volume, it doesn't sound that good as you would expect. So there is some vibrating sounds and miss sounds in the doors due to the hard plastics, I guess. So it vibrates slightly on high volumes. So to the next thing of my list of bad things, and that's actually the backup camera. The resolution is way too low. That's not a good camera. Sometimes you even don't see what it tries to show you because the resolution is a bit crappy. So a higher resolution camera for the ID.BUZZ would have been great. I mean, it doesn't look as bad on a 10-inch screen, but when they have cranked up the screen size to 12, it looks a bit old school. So to the last bad thing, and that's the lack of precision when driving slow into a garage or a parking spot, for instance. Now this road is leaning a bit upwards, but it's very hard to do small movements. So if you come to a full stop, for instance, and want to start again, it moves a bit too fast. So it's hard to not hit things in front of the car. I don't know why it is that aggressive, because now I have a lot of space in front of me, but I'm still scared for pressing the accelerator because I'm scared of hitting the wall in front of me. Yeah, so it just flies away, a bit too aggressive. So that's enough for whining. Let's jump to the 5 good things of the ID.BUZZ. Start with number 1, and that's practicality and cargo space. I mean, look at the size of the rear door. 1,211 liters of cargo space, and there is no third row, so there is a lot of extra space. This shelf is extra and possible to remove. The good thing though with this shelf is that when you fold the seats, you get a totally straight and flat area, for instance for camping or storing long things. So that's really practical. On top of that, this is a tow hitch. This is extra though, but still adds a lot of practicality to the ID.BUZZ. So let's move on to the second good thing on my list, and that's the side doors. Controllable with the key fob, fully electric on both sides. You can control it from the front as a front passenger or driver, but also in the back seat, of course. Really easy and convenient to exit and enter the car from the back seat. I mean, when you park into a narrow space, this doesn't take that much space, so it's really easy to open without scratching the car or other cars, and that's really nice to have. Let's close them. So let's have a look at the third good thing on my list, and that's looks. I mean, look at it. It's a really nice looking car. I mean, I at least smile when I see it, and I have seen a lot of people smile too when they see the car for the first time. A lot of people looks at it, and I think a lot of people thinks of the Buzz from the Scooby-Doo show. Shaggy drives one of these, but the old ones. This one resembles that one with the positive design, the smiley look, the moving eyes, the big logo in the center at the front. It's a great shape, and I love it in this double color combination. I wouldn't go without this combination. I mean, there is other colors, but I really love that it is split in two. It makes the car pop even more. In one color, it disappears a little bit, so go for 2 colors if you have the possibility. Big wheel arches and a very boxy shape and very short overhangs, both in the front and at the back. That's really good and makes the car look great. So let's have a look at the next good thing on my list, and that's actually the armrests. There is armrests on both sides, like in traditional big buses when you do long travels, and they are very soft. Look at this travel, really soft and well cushioned. You can adjust the height on each of them. Really good. I always travel and drive with those down on both sides because it's really nice to hold the steering wheel or to sit as a passenger and rest. The only downside is that I normally forget to put it up before I exit the car and I get stuck. But hey, I mean, you can't get everything. So don't forget to pull this up before you exit the car. So let's move on to the final good thing on my list of 5 good things. It's also about the looks, but more exactly about the wheelbase. It has a wheelbase of 2.99 meters and the full length of the car is 4.7 meters, but it feels a lot bigger, at least on the inside, and that's thanks to the long wheelbase, and it's easy to maneuver. That's really interesting because it doesn't feel that big. At least it doesn't feel that long because the turning radius is amazing. It's easy to maneuver in city driving and in dense places, easy to park thanks to the rear wheel drive and to the extremely good turning circle, but also thanks to the very short overhang both in the front and at the back. A very straight front and a very straight back, which means that you really can control and know and understand where the car starts and where it ends. So that's my list of 5 bad and 5 good things of the ID.BUZZ Pro. I bet this bus will be available in a Pro S version with a bigger battery pack, probably the same powertrain and battery pack as in the new ID.7. That will give this car a bit more of a range and also some more horsepower and higher efficiency, so lower consumption. And on top of that, hopefully also a third row. I really love this car. It's a car that's fun to drive, not because it's sporty, but because it's iconic, looks good, and feels good to drive, actually. So that's all for today. Let me know what you think about my 5 good and 5 bad things, and what you think about the ID.BUZZ in general in the comments below. Let us have a discussion. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. That will really help me to create more content like this. And hey, always stay electric. Thank you for watching. Speak to you soon.